Now let's talk about GPUs or the graphic processing units. A GPU is specialized hardware designed to accelerate the rendering of images and videos. Okay? Unlike CPUs, which are general purpose processors, GPUs are optimized for parallel processing, making them ideal for tasks that require handling multiple operations simultaneously. For example, in gaming, the GPU handles the rendering of graphics, ensuring smooth and high quality visuals. It processes multiple pixels simultaneously. Why? To create detailed and more realistic images. And this parallel processing capability also makes GPUs essential for tasks like video editing. Next is the 3D rendering. And lastly, machine learning. By offloading this task from the CPU, GPUs enable more efficient and powerful computing experiences. Modern GPUs consist of thousands of cores, each capable of executing multiple threads simultaneously and further enhancing their parallel processing capabilities. Okay, so the next one is the SAP 1 operations. Now, let's move on to SAP 1 operations. SAP 1, which stands for Simple as Possible 1, is a basic computer architecture used for educational purposes. It helps students understand the fundamentals of how a computer works. SAP 1 operations include fetch, decode, execute, and lastly, the store. First, first, let's go to fetch. Okay? Fetch is to retrieve instructions from the memory. Okay? So the next one is the decode. The decode interpret the instructions. Okay? After the fetch, retrieve the instructions from the memory, the decode interprets that instructions. Okay? Next is the execute. The execute perform the operation, for example, the arithmetic or the memory access, or such as the arithmetic or memory access. So it performs the operation. Lastly, store. Store is to save the result back to the memory. Okay? So that's it. First is the fetch, which will retrieve the instructions from the memory. Next is the decode, which will interpret the instructions. Next, or the third one, is the execute. Perform the operation such as arithmetic or memory access. And then lastly, store. It saves the result back to the memory. Okay? So, understanding these basic operations is crucial for grasping how more complex computer architectures function. The simplicity of SAP 1 makes it an excellent tool for learning the essential concepts of computer operations. Okay? For example, the instruction load A5 would fetch the value 5 from memory and load it into register A. The instructions add A, B would add the value in register B to value in register A, and the result would be stored back in register A. Okay? Next one is the SAP 1 programming. So, finally, let's discuss SAP 1 programming. Programming SAP 1 involves writing simple machine language programs to perform basic tasks. These programs are loaded into memory and executed by the CPU. Okay? For example, let's consider adding two numbers in SAP 1. Load the first number into the accumulator, add the second number to the accumulator. Next is store the result in memory. Okay? So load the value 3 into the accumulator, okay, LDA3, add the value 5 to the accumulator, store the result in memory or the STA8. Okay? This straightforward approach to programming helps students learn the fundamentals concept of computer operations and instructions execution. By working with SAP 1, students can gain a deeper understanding of how computer process instructions and perform tasks. They can also experiment with different instructions and observe how changes in the program affects the result. Okay? So, in conclusion, we'll explore how CPUs and GPUs work, the evolution of CPU processing power, and the basic of SAP 1 operations and programming. Understanding this concept is essential for anyone interested in computer science and the history of technology. So, thank you for joining me on this journey through the fascinating world of computer processors. I hope you find it informative and engaging. Until next time, happy computing.